Ah, right, God, getting old. Getting old. You know, by now, I think I should have my own channel because this stuff that I know about, I'm telling you, it's very important to, to get the facts out about where we live. Because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Like people running about saying the Earth's flat and that. I've seen the globe Earth millions of times, never mind hundreds of times, millions of times. So it can't be anything else. You see, if they put it in all the films and all the adverts and all the when a film's starting, it's there's a globe and they zoom in down on it, and it's probably proper photos and that from NASA. They've probably, just given them it. Because, NASA, um, it's a bit like in this country, we have the NHS. And if have out wrong with you go there and you don't have to pay. Well, in America, it's a bit like that with NASA. If you want to see any films that they make and that, they're just they're just free for anybody. If you're American, I've never tried. Like, I don't think you could do it in this country. Yet, if people come over here, no matter where they're from, and they're in a car accident, then the NHS will fix them up. Be like NASA, really. Yeah. I've just had that thought. I think about lots of things. Well, uh, you know, uh, lots of deep, about space and that. Lots of thoughts about space. And I know I've explained the solar system to you. So you'll know all about it now. And I no need to go over it again. I don't think. But you can just watch the video, can't you? Again and again and again until you get it. Because that's the only way that that a lot of people can learn stuff by having it repeated time after time after time until it gets into the thick heads. Anyway, so I know the solar system. I've covered it, I think. I can't remember. Um, anyway, the sun, the sun. Well, it will do, of course, unless you live in Scotland. But now that is in the centre of our solar system, and that has such a massive gravitational pull that that all the other planets stay where they are. Well, no, not where they are. They go around the sun, round and round. And like I've said before, because I'm going to have to go through this again, aren't I? Because I can see that you just didn't get it last time. Now, the sun, as I've said, is in the centre. And as I've said before, the sun, uh, has a massive gravitational pull, and it pulls everything to the centre of its own self, apart from all the stuff that's escaping from it, which, anyway, look, look, I've said this before, I'm only giving you the basics. People with brains much more powerful than mine, it's just all this, they know it all. There's nothing they need to know about that they haven't learned already about the sun and that. So for God's sake, just get on with it, lad. Alright. So the sun, like I've said many times before, the sun is in the centre of our universe. It's got a massive gravitational pulling force that pulls all the other planets towards it. No, they go round it, that's right. Because if its force was that massive, then they would just get pulled to it, I suppose. But, that's something I've wondered about recently. I watched this, well, practical demonstration, you could have called it. It was about how the planets in space go around and round the sun. And this chap had like a rubber sheet, like you put on your bed, them rubber sheets. And he had this big ball in the middle of it, this big sheet, and it sort of, it caused the rubber sheet to stretch down over because of the weight of the ball, like a bowling ball. Now, he said that represented the space-time, the warping of space-time. That's right, the warping of space-time. Then he put another ball, introduced a ball, and he threw it, threw it in, and it went round and round the bigger ball, but it didn't go round and round and round because it just fell into the the centre where the big ball was. So I don't think it was a very good demonstration, really, of no, I don't know why it couldn't do a better one than that. But anyway, like I said before, people with much more intelligence than me and know all about this stuff, and they're very willing to tell you about it. But look, you maybe don't grasp it because it's too advanced for you. So that's why I'm simplifying it for you. I'm bringing it to the common man because, hey, when I watch these programs on telly about space and documentary science programs, I must say I don't really get it. Not all of it, but the bits I do get, I want to share with you because I'm eager to stop this. What's it called? Flat Earth bloody nonsense. You know, I found a chap called on the internet. I don't really often go on the internet, but I found this chap because of his research called oh God, what's he called now? Something flat sky. Anyway, he's a bit of a prick. It's if I knew him in person, I wouldn't. He wouldn't be my friend. I can tell. He's a bit of a knob, but he does know how it all works. And so the thing is, because he's a bit of a prick, you're probably better off staying with me. But I've got a few tips from him because you know, just to freshen it up in me memories of how it all works. And really, it's all down to gravity. Now, gravity, you know how science knows all about gravity? Because what you do when you're looking for things, if you know something's, you got a theory and it's called the theory of gravity, then what you do is you um, try and prove it, because that's what science is all about. You try and prove your theory. It's like I've heard it being called uh, confirmation bias or something. Is that the term for it? Something like that. Anyway, guys, so gravity, like Time and Dan loves gravity, and apparently that's what it's why we are here now. Gravity, because otherwise we'd all be floating up into outer space. Because there wouldn't be anything that's keeping us on the ground. Now, that's fascinating to me. That something that they've spent millions and millions and millions of dollars on trying to prove, um, and yet it's still a theory. Um, um, but things obviously, it's obvious, isn't it? Really, because things do fall. So they're pulled down to the center of the earth, just like, just like they're pulled down into the center of the sun. You know that bloke's rubber sheet. Uh, yeah, I don't know, but you've got well. It's obvious, isn't it, to ball because it's on telly all the time. What's wrong with you? You think that the Earth's flat? You're fucking wrong, and I'm here to tell you. Oh, look, it's they wouldn't get it wrong. It's on the telly. They would not get it wrong because, well, they've been to the moon and taken photographs. The satellites taking photographs of the Earth all the time. In fact, satellites do almost everything these days. You know, farmers use them, um, uh, uh, broadcast around the world. There's loads of uses. I can't think of that many actually, but there will be that I just can't think of. No, you know when they did that uh, Live Aid, when they did that, that was broadcast all around the world. So they say there were millions of people, millions watching. 1985. I was only a young lad then, but I must say I love you too. They're they're set, as they say, like a rock stars, and that's it. Set. It just means what they're going to play on stage. You too. I loved his hairstyle. Borneo's hairstyle. I think it's really good. I could never grow one like that because obviously mine's curly, and I never like messed about with straighteners out. But, the girls love to run the fingers through my hair. Oh, yes. Till I get all tangled up in it. It does get very greasy. Uh, you know, one night, one new pillowcase. It doesn't last long. Anyway, you don't want to know about my personal problems. I could set up a channel just about them. No, I won't do that. Don't worry. But science, that's what it's all about. And in fact, not science. Gravity is what it's all about, but science in finding out about gravity. Because when you have a theory, that's what you have to do. You have to try and prove it. And that's what they've done. But it's still a theory. So I know I might be confusing the ill informed, but that's the way it is. And if you think the Earth's flat, then you just don't know anything. You just don't. If you live in a fucking cave, you're going back thousands of years, aren't you? Like a right mong. Anyway, I better leave it at that. I don't want to insult him too much because yeah, enough said. So, see you next time. I hope you've learned something.